and welcome back to Hangar 51. Little pre-Dave Marshall, Air Marshal RC show tonight. Just going to be on quick. Not going to get into Dave's time. Just wanted to share a great weekend I had. So somebody's in the room. Who is it? Who's my first victim tonight? And I got a like already on the way in. Thank you so much. Great, guys. Thank you. Yep, I like the like on the way in. That's awesome. Was that you, Rich? Well, Bill, what's up? Good to see you, man. Who else is coming tonight? Oh, Shadow. Thank you, buddy. Wow, that's awesome, man. I'm not, 1 minute into the show, and I've got $5. Man, that is freaking awesome. Thank you, buddy. So, yeah, I know it's not Thursday night, and this isn't going to be the marathon show. Just a quick show. I wanted to share with you guys. Barry, what's up? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I just had some. I had the greatest weekend ever, and I wanted to share it. It was just. So wait for a couple more people to get here. We'll get into it. But so if you guys, do you guys fly the UMX planes? Do you guys, any of you have these? Because I'm gonna tell you, you need to mod them, and I'm gonna show you what the mod is. And it's a super simple mod. You definitely have to get. You have to do this because you're gonna love this thing even more. So now, Eric, listen. Don't ever feel like you have to do more. That is freaking awesome. You know, if everybody would just give $1, do you know how much money that would generate for me? If everybody would just give $1, it would be wonderful. So, listen, $5 is awesome, man. Thank you so much. So, Rich, what's up? Good to see you, man. You got the UMX TT. UMX TT. The Turbo Timber. Yeah. Gotcha. Like shorthand. So, listen. Cut the plug off and put a JST connector on it. I'm going to tell you why. You can buy so many batteries for this thing, and it'll fly on anything. Okay? This is an 850 pack. A zippy 850 pack. Okay? And this plane will fly 30 minutes on this pack. And it doesn't even know it's in there. You know, it takes, you can put the flaps full down, throttle it, and it'll go straight up with like a 1.5 roll. It has no problem carrying this weight. And this pack on Amazon is like $6. Okay? So, I'm telling you guys, it's the best mod I've ever done to either one of these airplanes. I got the old Timber, UMX Timber, and the new Turbo Timber right here. And I did this to both of them. And they just fly amazing. Now, Admiral, for you Motion RC guys, have 350 and 450 packs. I've also flown these on those. You get 15, 20 minutes on those packs. And then you can get 30 minutes on this one. So, it just changes. We had a ton of Turbo Timbers at the field Saturday. I mean, a ton. It looked like a swarm. There were so many of these in the air. And I flew around the entire time where everybody else changed batteries 3 or 4 times. And I was flying the whole time. And with this pack in there. And they all complaining. I had to charge batteries for guys because they didn't have any way of charging at the field. So I'm charging batteries up for the other guys. And they're all complaining, yeah, the only thing bad about these things is you got to charge batteries all the time. And, you get, because of the lead that's on it, your normal charger doesn't work. And and I'm telling you, you put a JST connector in it, you probably have one of those octopus charge lead things, and you can charge these on your charger in minutes. And I just got here. What's up, Dennis Farley? How you doing? Ping Pong, what's up? Good to see you guys, man. Thank you for coming. Just doing a quick show. I'm not going to get into Dave's time. not even going to get close. We're probably going to end this at 7:45. So, not going to encroach Dave's show in any way. RC, what does that say? Crucial Tuesday? Or Connex Tuesday? Whatever that is. Welcome! I haven't seen you here before. Welcome to the show. So, who didn't age well? What did I miss? Shorter and uglier Marshallton. That's great. So anyway, listen, guys, I can't tell you, and everybody's doing it. I mean, they saw mine fly around with this in it, and they're all doing it. So they all went on Amazon on their phones right there at the field, and they ordered these batteries. They're like $6 on Amazon. It's a Zippy 850 25C. So you got a normal balance lead, you got a JST connector. You can get, there's so many choices in batteries with a JST connector on it. So just do it. Change the plug over and then fly these bigger batteries, and you'll be flying for 15 to 30 minutes per battery, depending on which ones you buy. You can get the 350, 450s at Admiral, at Motion RC, or you can do these Zippies, whatever brand you want, doesn't matter. But you can definitely fly bigger batteries in these planes, way bigger batteries. It handles this 850 like it's not even in there. So I'm telling you, just do it. The guys I was flying with just couldn't believe it. And I've been telling them forever, but I had to take the hatch off and show them that it fits in there, it fits fine. You put the battery all the way back against the motherboard. Just slide it all the way to the back and Velcro it down. And you gotta, it's a little tricky to stuff all this wire in there, but it's not that big a deal. I usually do a big loop like this with this lead and this is sitting up against the back of the motor. And that keeps that down under the canopy. And then this one I usually just tuck up, underneath. And then when you put the canopy on, this goes for either one, the regular UMX timber or the turbo timber. This one will just get held down by the hatch, or you can even run it next to it if you want. And the wire fits under there, and then you get to fly for 30 minutes, guys. And man, did we have fun! So that's why I'm here. I had such a great weekend. So I wanted to, Lee, what's up, man? Good to see you. So Greg Beaven, what's up? Good to see you, man. Who else am I missing? Wrights is here. Oh my God, there goes the neighborhood. Matt's Mountain Bikes. Welcome. Haven't seen you here before. Yeah, it's not, I'm just rolling them around. It's not I'm not doing a hard bend. I'm just rolling them. I'm not damaging the wire. You just kind of, roll them to get them in there. They fit in fine. So I've been flying this battery with this UMX timber for a couple of years now. And I just started flying the turbo timber because it's new. I just got that. Another mod I did, guys, and this is optional. It's up to you what do you want. Listen, the whole plane's sitting on this tail wheel that's, a foam hinge, or it's not even a foam hinge. I think it's just a taped hinge. Yeah, the midget strippers are revolting. Yeah, Dennis, but you always have that option to just land. You don't have to stay in here for 30 minutes. Just think about it. You could fly 10 minutes, stop flying. You don't have to recharge the battery. Just, unplug it, plug it back in, go fly it some more. You could fly it all afternoon if you're going to do it like 5 or 6 minutes at a time like you would with the little 280, and you don't have to recharge the battery. So, yeah, you don't have to, but it gives you that option. Also, I put real Dubro hinges on both these planes on the rudder, because This one almost tore off immediately uh, when I bought this plane, and the other one fell off. I hadn't even flown it yet. It was sitting in the front seat of the car, and the rudder fell off. The tape just wasn't on very good, and the rudder fell off. So both these planes have real Dubro hinges. There's enough foam there to put one in. It's it's thick enough to get a hinge in it. So they both have real solid nylon Dubro hinges in it, and they work great. And so I highly recommend that too. But that's optional. If you want to wait till it breaks off or falls off or whatever, that's fine. Not a big deal. But just do the battery mod, guys. You'll love it. You'll just absolutely love it. Put a JST connector on it. Buy some JST size 2-cell batteries. You can go all the way up to an 850 safely without. I give you my word, you will love the way it flies with this battery, especially on a windy day. We had 27-mile-an-hour winds Saturday, and no, Friday. Yeah, I went out Friday, and I was just hovering the turbo in the wind with this big battery in it because it gives you some oomph for penetrating that much wind. So yeah, I can't stress it enough, guys, how much more fun these planes are when you put a battery in it that you can charge at the field, that's heavy enough to give you some penetration. Wreckham Roy, what's up? Yeah, so do this mod, guys. You're gonna love it. Just do that mod. It's gonna make a great difference. So I had the best Saturday weekend flying ever for quite some time. I got the parts I needed for my my Taft Viper, so I got to fly that again. Oh my God, I love that jet. Jesus, that thing flies so good. Oh God, I love that thing. So I got to fly that all weekend. I got the landing gear for my FMS pits, so I got to fly that all day too. I had the HSD Cessna 182 in the car, so I flew that. I had my F4 Phantom from E-flite, the plug-and-play version, so no gyro. That plane doesn't need a gyro. That thing flies so good. I love that plane. It is a great F4. I had my Arrows Bearcat. I don't have the Arrows box back here right now. So I had that in the car. I flew that. There's one. I think there's at least one more plane. What else did I fly? So the EC 1500. I got 5 paratroopers from the dollar store, and so I flew that. Dropped some parachutes out of it. And had so much attention. Guys wanted to fly the 1500. Guys wanted to fly the pits, the 182. So I was letting people fly them, and we had such a great time. God, all these planes just flew so great. These are most of my favorites. The planes I had them all in the car. And I still have a couple more that I super love. I love my A1 Skyraider. That's an awesome airplane. I love my 1700 Mustang, the FMS 1700. It's an awesome airplane. My T-28, my Carbon Z T-28, my all-time favorite airplane, and that one's still down, waiting the back order on the nose. I need a nose gear retract, and they're on back order. So I'm waiting for that to come in. And but yeah, what a great weekend, man! I had so much fun. We had, and we were flying the crap out of the UMXs because there were so many guys there with them. I think everybody there had one, and I think at one point we had them all in the air. So we had like 8 or 10 of them in the air all at once, and we just had a great time. It was so much fun. What did Roy say? Yeah, you read my mind. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that'll be a big improvement. I have the 262, and I already switched mine over to 6S. I haven't flown it yet. I haven't finished modifying it. Got a couple more little mods I got to do to it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I can't get to it right now. It's in the rack, and I can't get to the rack right now because of how much crap is in my house. So I can't get to it to fly it. But, you know, I should be getting the garage permit any day now. They've got everything they need now with my little map of the property and everything, so I should be hearing from them any day, and I'll get my permit, and then we're gonna get the garage up, and then I can get everything out in the garage, and then I can start working on stuff like my 262 and my FMS 810, and there's a few planes, and they don't need a lot of work, just little stuff. You know, I think I put the Avanti landing gear in my Dynam 262. And the mains went in beautiful. I had to cut the wheel wells open a little bit, but they went in beautiful. And then I think the nose gear went in okay, but I'm thinking I had some linkage issues, you know, just trying to hook it up. And I haven't finished that. So I just got to finish that. Dana, what's up? I don't know, Dana. I think it was just we were having so much fun that everybody says, you know, hey, I got one of those, I'll get it out. And it just, like, snowballed. I think, Ray, what's up? I think everybody just saw how much fun we were having. It was me and Dwayne and his brother were flying them. And then the next thing I know, you know, everybody at Bo, the guy that owns the place, he's got them. And he brought his turbo out. And yeah, it just kind of snowballed into a fun fly for UMX Timbers. You know? The funny part was, though, is like I said, I was flying around, and everybody was landing and putting batteries in and trying to charge batteries, and I'm still flying because I'm flying with this big 850 in there, so I can go 30 minutes. And so yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of fun. And like I said, I was charging batteries for a couple of the guys because they didn't have the capability of charging at the field, especially these, you know, the pack that they want you to use in these because of that goofy plug. But yeah, but yeah, so I had just such a great weekend, and in the Zoom the other night last week, you guys saw me working on my Blair Witch quadcopter, and now that I replaced that boom and put all new lights on it, it's flying amazing, and now that it looks amazing again with the lights on it, and so I was flying that around, and you know, that got a lot of attention too, and yeah, just a great weekend, guys. Oh my God, I had so much fun. Air Marshal will be here. I'm just doing a quickie before his show. I'm going to get off at 7:45. You know, that'll give you guys a bathroom break, and then and then you'll be ready for Air Marshal. I'm not gonna take up his time. I just wanted to jump on real quick just to tell you how much fun I had this weekend. How to mod these UMXs to enjoy them even more. You know, the 450, the 350, 450 batteries. I've got a bunch of the Admirals, and they work perfect in the plane also. But it'll even fly this big 850 Zippy. You know, and they're like $6 on Amazon. So, you know, so yeah, I can't tell you, I can't recommend that enough, guys. You know, just get yourself. Oh, you got your Desert 109, did you? How's it look? Did you open the box yet? Yeah, Shadow, don't leave your batteries charged for a month. Even if you didn't lose any charge, the battery's degrading, sitting there charged. Don't ever do that. You know, discharge it. Get one of those dischargers that I showed you and that Air Marshal, you know, brought our attention to. Get one of those. You know, you don't want to leave batteries sitting around. So I did that exact thing. All right? I had one of these. I bought 3 of these at a time, and one of them I left charged because I put it in my transmitter. I have this power in my DX6i, and I charged it up and I put it in the transmitter and I left it in there for months. And it still charges up. It holds a charge, but it has no power to fly the airplane. I could barely keep the UMX plane in the air. I had to throttle back so far because it just won't put out the it wouldn't put out the power I needed to keep the plane in the air. You know, it puts out voltage, doesn't put out any amperage. It just killed the amp draw that it'll allow it to use. So yeah, don't leave batteries charged. That'll just ruin them. Did I just see Pickle in here? How many milliamps has the battery are you taking? Well, this is a 25C battery. And listen, there can't be a lot of milliamps. I mean, it's I'm sure it's marginal. I mean, it's a tiny little motor. So, Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up? Good to see you, man. So, oh, Pilot Pickle. He changed his name to Pilot Pickle. I love this guy. I'm so glad he found his way out to our field. Man, I love this guy. He's a blast. Pilot Pickle. Oh, that's funny. Don, welcome to the show, man. Good to see you. So, yeah, so all the planes I got to fly this week was just, what a great week. Man, I just had so much fun. That Viper jet, man, is just, without a gyro, and everybody thought I was flying everything with gyros. Everybody. You know, especially the guys watching me fly the 182 and the Pitts. You know, they come over and go, you know, wow, that thing flew so beautiful. You know, what kind of gyro's in it? There's no gyro in it. There's no gyro in it? No, there's no gyro in it. That's just me and sticks. You know, no gyro. Oh my God, it flies that good without a gyro? I said, yeah, you want to fly it? You know, and one guy took me up on it. And he goes, oh my God, this is awesome. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're awesome airplanes, both of them. And then one guy says, you know, he shook my hand. He said, listen, you know, thank you, but I hate you because now I have to spend $400 because he wanted to fly my EC-1500. And I think he was watching Brian Phillips' show where Brian was bashing it, that it was a crappy airplane, flies horrible, you know, and I guess he just ripped it. And him and his wife really wanted this plane. So he asked me, you know, can I fly the EC-1500? I said, sure, absolutely. So I let him, you know, I put it up and I let him fly it around, and I took it out of safe because he didn't want the safe, and then I still have to work on this. I did a quickie mod, and so the safe switch is also commanding the cargo door. So when I turn the safe off, the door's open. So I take off and land with safe on just to close the door. But on that particular airplane, safe is not limiting you that much. You can still fly the crap out of that airplane in safe. You know, the bank angle is very high. You can bank that plane over, man, probably about 60 degrees. You know, it banks way over. So yeah, it flies pretty nice and safe. But if you want to fly it inverted or, you know, whatever, you got to take it out of safe. And that's when so when I'm flying, the door's open. No big deal. Doesn't hurt anything. I have two settings on the door. One is straight out, and then one is down to the ground. And when I drop the parachuter guy, I just open it all the way and let the guy out. And then if I'm just flying around and doing aerobatics, the door's straight out. And then when the door's closed, safe's on, and that's when I take off and land. Yeah, it's a terrible addiction. Yep, Dennis, get that Pitts. Oh my God, is that thing fly wonderful? Go watch my fly video again. I mean, and I think that maiden was like 14 minutes or something, or 18 minutes. It flies forever. I mean, it is so gentle on batteries, you can fly the crap out of it forever. So, what's the car behind me up to my right? It's a, so it's one of my toy grade, it's made by New Bright. You get it at Target, Walmart, Christmas time. It's a 1/6 scale Dodge Charger. And it's got lights in the wheels, got big time, like 26-inch style wheels on it with spinners, and there's lights in the wheels, there's lights coming out of the hood, there's the headlights, taillights, got lights all over it. And it plays music. And it comes with its own music. Or you can put an MP3 player in the trunk and play whatever you want. Whatever music you got, you can play. And it's got a big speaker in it, and so it's just a fun thing to take to a car show, drive around. I got 4 of those. That one's what they call Mango. So Victor would appreciate that one. That's the Mango color, and it's done up as a Dodge Daytona. It's got the Daytona sticker on it. It's got the Mango color on it, and I dyed my hair. I shaved off my beard. Well, it's starting to grow back, and yeah. No, I'm only gonna be on here about 10 more minutes, and then I'm out. I'm not getting in Marshall's way. That wasn't my intention. Just wanted to share my great weekend of flying with you guys, and oh, geez, really, Jeff? The Lancaster didn't get a hand launch off too well? Do you have a gyro in the Lancaster, Jeff? Yeah, Ricky, we know that. You don't have to explain yourself. We get it. There's Dave right there. Yeah, I see. I change my hair color frequently. So anyway, did you just get here, Dave? So I'll go over it one more time real quick. So if you're flying these UMX planes, guys, change the connector, put a JST connector on it, and then you can fly anything all the way up to an 850 with absolutely no problem. This 850 milliamp battery pack these planes carry it perfectly. This is the old timber here, okay? And this has got all kinds of problems. The flap servo burnt up on me the other day. The plane was smoking. I was like, oh, crap! So the flap servo burnt up. And the elevator servo, which is on the motherboard, has got a bad glitch in it. So it's doing a lot of this when you give it up elevator. But it still flies amazing. And if you leave it in safe, you can just fly the crap out of it, and it's fine. So instead of repairing this one, which is going to cost me about $70, I bought this one for $109. So now I have 2 that are flyable. And honestly, I hardly notice. I do miss the flaps, because I do like the flap setting on it. Especially if you really want to do some slow stall landings and stuff. But it still flies great. It's still a ton of fun. And now I have 2 of them. And I've flown them both on this 850 pack, and they just work amazing. So put a JST connector on it, and then you can go all the way. And these are, like I said, these are like $6 on Amazon. These zippy 850s. So go look them up. 850, 25C. Get yourself some of these. Change your connector to a JST connector, and you'll be able to charge these at the field, no problem. Super easy, and because that other one plug is a pain in the ass to try to charge the batteries. So you can, even quick charge these at the field and get back in the air and stay in the air for 30 minutes with this 850. It'll fly for 30 minutes with this in there. And so I can't recommend that enough. And then just once again, the reason I came on, I just had such a great time flying this weekend because I got the parts to fix my Viper. My Taft Hobbies Viper jet. It's a 90mm jet, and it just flies so good. God, I love that airplane. with no gyro in it. I can get it down on the ground. It's like 2 inches off the deck, and let go of the stick, and it'll fly all the way down our 800-foot runway, 2 inches off the runway, and it just rock solid. It's amazing. I just love that airplane. And then I got the landing gear for my pits, my FMS pits, and oh my god, I love that thing. And Pickles, he was there. We had a great time. It was a ton of fun. Is that what it is, an IC2? Or is that another? But yeah, whatever. I mean, put a regular. It doesn't have to be a JST. I mean, if you want to use the XT30 and get batteries, just change the stupid plug so you can charge it with. Most of the Octopus charger leads come with a JST connector in it, so you're good to go. I haven't had one yet with an XT30 in it, but that is a tiny good little plug. But I don't have one of those, an XT30. None of my Octopus charge leads came with an XT30 on it. I do have something with an XT30 on it. I can't remember what it is. Something I have has an XT30 on it. But yeah, just know that you can fly anything up to an 850 with no problem. You could probably go bigger, honestly, but I can tell you for a fact that I can fly either one of these planes for 30 minutes with this 850 pack in it. And hey, boss, what's up? With no problem at all. The plane loves it. It carries the weight, no problem. I mean, I got a 1.5 foot takeoff with the flaps down on either one of these planes. Man, you just gun it and it's in the air. It snaps off the ground. So the weight's not hurting it one bit. It handles it beautiful. And I just love that. And then I was flying the EC-1500, and we were dropping parachutes. Had a great time with that. Although the guy couldn't find them. They both landed. I dropped 2 at once, and both of them landed on the field. And he couldn't find his. I dropped his and mine. He found mine, he couldn't find his. He finally found it. When I started walking out to help him find it, he found it on the way in. Because he was out too far. I told him it wasn't out that far. Everybody said, oh, they're going to land in the trees. I said, they're nowhere near the trees. Guys, they're this big. We can see them. They're not all the way out at the trees. They're nowhere near the trees. So, I think you meant to say mock my stuff at 8 o'clock. Right? Is that what you're trying to say, Armors? I'll bet it was. And then, see, what else was I flying? So I was flying the Viper, I was flying the Pitts, the EC-1500, my F4 Phantom from E-flite. Love that plane. No gyro in that one either. I did not buy I bought the plug-and-play version, not the bind and fly, because me and Dennis, I think it was Dennis, and I both pulled the trigger on that one when they had it for $100 off. It couldn't pass that up. So I bought that one. And what else did I have in the car? Of course, these two were in the car, and there's a couple more airplanes. Oh, my Arrows Bearcat. I love that airplane. That thing is so sweet. Great airplane. I love that thing. That's my go-to 3-cell, just throw it in the car airplane. Yeah, Alan, I love that plane. And Rich does too, but Rich he bought the bind and fly one, so he's got a gyro in his. And I tried to get him to meet me at the field last week because I wanted him to fly it without the gyro, because it flies amazing without the gyro. So, and that, listen, if you want to buy the gyro version, do it. But yeah, it flies great. But it doesn't need a gyro. Oh my God, that thing is rock solid without the gyro. So, yeah, definitely. That's a good airplane. If you're thinking about buying that F4, the E-flite F4, get it, because that's a great airplane. And then let's see. I think there's one more plane I forgot. Which one is it? Let's see. The EC, the Bearcat, the Pitts. Oh, my new HSD 182. Oh God, I love that airplane. Everybody loves that airplane. I get so many comments about how beautiful it is, how scale looking it is. You know, yeah, I get a lot of comments on that airplane, and it flies amazing too. So I just had a super, super great weekend. Um, I had 9 airplanes in the car, including these two, I think, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on a minute. Let me think. Yeah, the Pitts and the six big planes. These two made 8. The F-27. I didn't fly the F-27, and that's a lot of fun too. The little UMX F-27. It's a 3-cell pack. That thing is a rocket ship, and it's a drill bit. Man, Mike SS, what's up? Good to see you, man. So I had that in the car, but I did not fly it. And then I had my Blair Witch project that I was fixing the other night on the Zoom, and man, did that thing fly great. No, I didn't camp out. I didn't, with all the planes I had in the car, because I had the Pitts, the Viper, and the 182 take up so much room that I didn't have room to put the tent in the car. So, no, I didn't, and believe me, it got cold at night, so I wouldn't have stayed overnight. I'm not prepared for cold night weather yet with that. I haven't tested a heater. I don't even have a heater that works out here yet. So I got to come up with a better heater that my generator will run. So, yeah, the UMX, even the UMX, I don't know if you're talking about the UMX one, but yeah, it's quick. It's fast. It's on 3S. It's fast. So, yeah, it could be out of range quick. So, Dana, I'll tell you, it's worth every penny of $3.99 for sure. Is it the biggest bang for the buck? No. There's better deals out there for bang for buck, kind of, but it's a great airplane. There's not much else out there that's, I think one of the best bang for buck planes out there is right up your alley, buddy. It's a Cub. The FMS PA-18 Cub it's a 1700 millimeter plug-in wings, lights, flaps. If you don't buy it from Horizon, it comes with a gyro, and it's only $249 with floats, and it even comes with floats. Now that's the biggest bang for the buck, right there. I think right now that's the airplane that without a doubt, for that kind of money, is unbelievable what you get. A big giant bush wheel ground surface plane and floats, for $249, and I got it from Banggood for $228. So I think my honey coupon worked there. So I got it for $228. So listen, Dave, I'll get off right now if you want me to, or I'll stay until you're ready to go. You just tell me what you want to do, buddy. I absolutely don't want to encroach your show 1 second. So at any time when you're ready for me to go, you just say, just tell me to get the hell out of here. and I'll shut the show down. Since you're in here, I was going to shut it down right now at quarter till, but since you're in here, you can tell me exactly when to shut it down. You're in charge. It's your show. So when you tell me to quit, I quit, and that's it. Okay, man. All right. So I'll definitely get out of here before 8. And way before 8, like at least 5 minutes to 8 is the farthest I'm going to push it, so that everybody has a chance to go get a snack, go use the bathroom, whatever, before you go live. So we'll make sure I'm out of here. But yeah, guys, just had such a great weekend. It was so much fun. Even fighting with Pickles Spectrum Radio was fun. I know I got frustrated with it, but I usually do with Spectrum. So I don't know what the hell it did. It did something really stupid, and the easy fix was just to it was his apprentice, and the easy fix was just to put it back on the transmitter it came with, and it worked perfect. But he had it on a DX6E, and it was doing it, and I don't know what caused it to do it, but now all of a sudden the A switch, no, it wasn't the A, I think the F switch or the D switch. The D switch and I think the G switch were involved now to get it to switch from safe and non-safe, and we couldn't get it into, it either went to, oh, I forgot to plug this in. Getting a low battery in the laptop. I forgot to plug it in. So let's plug it in. That'll go away. There it goes. And yeah, so I don't know what happened, but I finally got it in safe mode, and I just said, listen, just go fly it in safe mode for now, because we've been farting with it for almost an hour. I deleted the model and created it again, and it put those two switches back in the mix, and I don't know why. And I'm not that familiar with the DX6E, so but I got it working where he could fly it in safe, and he's still mostly in safe anyway. So, and then after we farted with it and he flew it a couple times, I think he just rebounded to the original radio that it came with, and it worked fine. So he's just going to leave it on that radio for now. Yeah, Dave, he's in the same time zone as me. Dave and I are in the same time zone. So, yeah, no problem there. Yeah, I needed Dr. Spectrum. Yes, I did. Well, honestly, I would have called you if it was crucial, but we were having so much fun, it wasn't that big a deal. Mike didn't want to fly. We had so many planes in the air at once all day. He was intimidated to put his up there, and getting somebody else's way or them being his way, he said, makes him nervous. So he wanted to wait till it calmed down to fly. So I don't think we screwed him up too bad. Once I got it in safe mode, he got out there and got some flying. And so anyway, but yeah, some great airplanes, guys. Had a great time. It was just a great weekend. These are some of my favorite. I only have a couple more that are on my top favorites list, other than everything I had in the car, and everything I had in the car just flew great all day long. I had no issues with anything. And that's because the only plane I had in the car on Spectrum was the EC-1500. So, I only had an issue with that plane once. It just throttled up all of a sudden on its own. I don't know what the hell that was. I had just landed and pulled off the runway. It was just sitting there, pretty as can be, and all of a sudden it went to full throttle and right into the crowd. And it hit a guy in the leg, didn't hurt him at all, no big deal, but it just ripped the whole top of the fuselage off. As it, because that's got that solid, it's not a tube, it's a solid rod. So it wasn't breaking. So it just took both wings and twisted them right off the top of the airplane. So it just removed the whole center section of the fuselage off the airplane. And it went under the trailer, and it was sitting there with the wing and the fuselage parallel to each other. It looked like somebody had set them there, like they hadn't put their plane together yet. And today was too windy, was it? Okay. So I fixed it. I glued it all back together. It came out beautiful. I'm gonna paint it with some white primer, just to cover up the repair and feather fill it out. And I already feather filled it out. It's perfectly smooth, but you can see where the crack is where I glued it back together. So I'm gonna just shoot some white primer on it, and then sand that out smooth, and that'll probably be perfect. If not, I'll shoot some white over it. I actually went to the paint department at Lowe's and had them mix me up white paint that matches bare foam. So I just took a bare foam piece of foam in there, and I had them match me up a sample paint of foam white, and it matches perfect. I've already painted several planes with it, and it matches perfect. So I'm going to do that to finish it off, but it'll work pretty good. Yeah, see, Ken had one to do this. And I've been flying that plane for over a year now, I think. It's never even glitched. I've never had an issue with that particular one. I was so happy with that particular plane because, it's on Spectrum. It came with the, bind and fly. And it's never done anything stupid. It's been the most stable platform of Spectrum I have. And then that one day, and it was only a couple months ago, that one day, man, it did that. And I'm like, what in the... Oh, I was pissed. I was really pissed. But after that, it's been fine ever since. It's flying great. And so, I don't know. And the repair came out perfect. So, listen, I love that airplane so much. I bought a second one. It's still in the box. I have a brand new one in the box. I love that airplane so much. It's a great airplane. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to fly. It's fun to drop stuff out of the back of it. It's just a great airplane. So, all right, that's it. I'm calling it. I'm going to go. We're going to let Air Marshal get ready for his show. All you guys go get a drink, go pee, whatever you got to do. I'll see you over there at Dave's show. I'm going to shut this off. Thanks for coming, guys. Eric, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys all over on Dave's show. All right? So we'll catch you later, man. I'll shut this down. 3, 2, 1.